This is the last consultation today, boys and girls. Until I wake up tomorrow, there's 40 more. But you all pay me and I'm a horse, so that's life at assholeconsulting.com, where I, the world's only professional asshole, America's only older brother, gives you the answers you need over at assholeconsulting.com. All right, hi, Cappy. Video response, please. Just made the dollar payment. Daniel writes, hi, Cappy. Daniel here. I'm an avid follower of your YouTube channel. I'm currently reading your books. I'm now seeking your advice regarding a topic you have spoken much on, MBAs. Please keep all the further names and organizations anonymous. Okay, some background. A couple of years back, I met my now girlfriend at a university where we both studied. She'd majored in what is essentially international business, which is a worthless degree. I encouraged her to pick up a few IT courses. Look at you, good boyfriend, making sure she's got some skills. That is what a real loving boyfriend does, ladies. He says, whoa, hang on. Go get some skills. It's my dream. I know, but still get some skills because unemployment is worse. Which she did. She ultimately minored in IT and attended several free programming boot camps offered by the school. She took time off in between semesters to work full-time, which allowed her to pay off much of her student debts. Does she have a twin sister with the same work ethic? Fast forward a couple of years later, she's about to graduate nearly debt-free and has an IT job lined up at a large bank. And I've even heard of this bank. Her starting salary is about $50,000. She is turning 24 soon. Debt-free and has an IT. Wow, she didn't have an international business job lined up? Really? The skill that people are seeking, that's what she got hired for? Notice the power of STEM, ladies and gentlemen, where she has a degree in international business. Nope, don't want that. Oh, but you got a minor. Not even a real degree, a minor. Like it's a minor, a little degree. It's not a full degree. We could use that. The topic of MBAs recently came up. Up until this point, I have instilled into her much of your insights regarding education and the worthlessness of most undergrad and postgraduate degrees. To her credit, she has remained open-minded, has even adopted most of these views. I even have her reading Worthless. Good. Oh, what? Do I have a copy of that? Here we go. Hang on, there we are. There, look at that. That's a very important book for everybody to read, ladies, too. However, at present, we just seem at odds on this MBA topic. Issue. My girlfriend did an internship at the company, and based on what she saw there, feels an MBA would be helpful as a leveraging tool to move up within the company. I counter-argued that she can move up without the MBA. She would have to put in a few years of high-performing work experience, build up a solid name for herself, and network with the right people, or she just develops invaluable. And why does she want to be an MBA? MBA, you end up becoming a manager. Then she goes from the good side of the force to the dark side. She works in IT. She's on the good side of the force. She's producing. And then she wants to get an MBA to what? Sit in meetings all day? Talk to other low IQ MBA idiots? I think we should jack up it. What do you think, Johnson? Oh, I don't know, Franklin. What do we think we should? Let's have a meeting about having another meeting. And sadly, I'm not too far off in my mockery of MBAs and business leaders. However, she argues that many of the mid to senior level managers there have MBAs, and since they hire for such roles, that she would need an MBA to complete her MBA holding cat. Now, let me show you something. This right here, I think I'm pulling the right side of my hair. I don't know. Do you see what color that is, sweetheart? That's gray hair. That's gray. The middle managers and senior managers have gray hair. You don't. Okay? Two things. If she was an old fart like me, if she was in Gen X or a boomer, fine. Then you would have maybe, it might have been worth your time back in the 80s to get your MBA. Okay? But she is neither of the age nor the experience to get an MBA. An MBA is not going to help her now. I don't think it will help her ever. Right? And the reason why the hair color, these guys have MBAs and they have gray hair, is because they're old as fuck. Right? Now is not the time for her to get an MBA. It'd be pointless. It's completely worthless. Right? Also, number two, related to who has MBAs, keep in mind, boomers got MBAs when tuition was like $2,000 a year. All right? when a house cost $70,000, when Ronald Reagan was president. There weren't that many MBAs. Now the market is flooded with them. This is the classical argument and very closely related that, college graduates earn 1.2 million more over the course of their life. Yeah, from 1920 to 1987 they did. Yeah, if you want to look at that way, yeah, I suppose they did. Things have changed. This is like going in 1910 saying, did you know that most people ride horses? You should buy horses and don't invest in that company called Ford Motor Corporation. What's a motor? Come on, horses. Things are not static. MBAs today are worthless. Oh my gosh, are they worthless? So I would not even wait. I would not even bother until the point in time comes that they're either knocking on her door, grooming her for management, and she has to get an MBA. Or she's of the age, there's a little downtime, whatever, you guys, if you guys got married, had kids, kids are out of the house. Yeah, I got a little bit extra time. Maybe get my MBA. Yeah. But not now. No. I mean, she would need an MBA to compete with other MBA holding candidates. You're not 40. They're not going to put you in a managerial position at 24, my dear. Go do some real work, okay? I know everybody's like I love this about politicians. They'll go to school, they'll get an undergrad in political science or some other worthless shit. Then they'll become a lawyer, they get their law degree. Then they'll work like a hot 15 minutes at a law firm, and then they immediately run for politics. Why don't you work? Why don't you go be the IT girl? What's wrong with being the IT guy? That's a real skill. And you'll make more money being I got a guy. I have several friends, but one guy in particular, 6 figures. He's their IT guy. It's better than sitting in on meetings all the time. We take apart computers. We reassemble computers. It's more fun. They say, well, Johnson, what does your Harvard MBA say about this spreadsheet? Oh, spreadsheets. My goodness, dude. Hey, let's get a stack of servers put together. I think the job of being in IT is going to be way more fun than being a manager. She agrees that the skills and knowledge gained from an MBA is negligible and would not do it for that reason. Okay, but I'm not against her getting an MBA in due time, but there's no reason to now. None. She has to go get some experience. So it's not off the table, but now is not the time. Regarding finances, she understands how expensive it is and would be less inclined to do it if her company did not at least partially pay for it. However, she still feels she could cover it in her own dime. An MBA at this particular school costs about $18,000 US as a 1-year full-time program with the option of doing it part-time over 2 years. No, no, you don't need it. And I wouldn't go, here's the real price. She knows how expensive it is. No, she doesn't. And neither do you. Because she has to piss away her time for a year full time. It's another job. She's not getting paid for it. That's sacrificed time. She could be making money. I've said it before and I'll say it again. If I ever went back to corporate America and they said, well, we want you to get the MBA, I say, you're going to not only pay for my MBA, you're going to pay for my labor involved in getting it. Including the second I wake up that day, brush my teeth, take my shit, wash my little hands, have a little bit of lunch or a breakfast, and then driving down there. You're on the clock. You're paying me. Fuck you. MBA preferred. Well, I guess you better prefer up some fucking money for me then, huh? Because the MBAs are worthless on their own, they're worth. And if they're that hard up about getting an MBA, they'll pay for it. I encourage her to consider other more technical degrees, such as a Master of Science in IT or Master of Science in Data Science, since these type of degrees provide actual hard skills relevant to her job. Yeah, well, let's go on. She was open to this. However, she is now more fixated on the MBA due to her above line of reasoning, coupled with the fact that this business school has now made it easier for students to qualify for the MBA. They recently removed the GMAT and 2 years of work experience. Dude, I wonder why they did that. Because like MBAs maybe are worthless and no one's signing up for them and they need the money. Look, out of the best interest of your girlfriend and out of the best interest of women everywhere, the best interest of everybody, MBAs are worthless. They're a waste of time. Unless the company is going to pay for it, and I would argue pay for your time taking it, I wouldn't get it. I would do what this young gentleman recommends, and that is this is assuming you have an undergrad in something that is legitimate. You have an accounting degree, get your master's in accountancy, get your CPA. You have a degree in IT, go get your master's in IT. Data science is another one, programming, whatever. I think what's going to happen, she'll find out, is down the road, it's not the degree that's going to matter as much as additional certifications. Sure, we don't even have to go to college, just self-study. But I think that would be the better. If you're going to spend 2 years of your time and a lot of money, a master's degree in something legit, as opposed to a master's degree in practically, well, not the liberal arts, but a master's degree in any practical study is going to be better than an MBA. And then if she really wants to, she can just go take some managerial certification. Go like to a local school. This school must have like a weekend seminar, and you get your certification. You put the school's name next to it, and okay, they got their master's in this, but they also have this MBA light program they took, and you get your certification in that. I think this is a decision too far out to worry about anyway. I think she'll go through her career, and she'll know better, have a better idea what helps. Maybe they really like her. Maybe they're like, hey, we want you to come into management. And she'd be like, okay, yeah, no, they're going to pay. And now it's worth it because they gave me a job offer. Okay, well, now we're talking dollars and cents. But I have a feeling what will happen is she'll go, she'll work, she'll enjoy IT actually a little bit more. She'll make some money. She'll realize it's certification based, not MBA based. They'll want her to take on maybe a leadership role, but she's like, yeah, I don't know. About the only other way I could see where your girlfriend or women in general maybe could get an MBA is because of the affirmative action hiring that's going on. I asked you about this company. Is it like woke? Is it all virtue signaling and lefty and politically correct? He said, oh, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, it probably was because it's a bigger bank. And I said, okay, it's a gamble. I personally still don't think it's worth it for you girls to like, well, get an MBA because they want to promote women into management. Because you still got to study dumbass shit. The MBA is just going to be mind-numbingly boring. Okay, so that's going to tax you. You got to pay for it. That's good. It doesn't teach you any real skills. So unless if this company doesn't promote you, which I don't know, have corporations ever lied to their employees about giving them a job? Never. It's still a heavy investment, both time and money, into something that may pay off. Or like, well, there's a trend to hire women over men because of affirmative action. So maybe an MBA is worth it. I would still wait until they're like banging on your door saying like, hey, if you got an MBA, we could promote you. And even then I'd be the type to say, really, do I really need an MBA? Really? Really? That piece of paper that doesn't teach me shit? Somebody can learn for free at the internet or the library for free online. That, spend more, you make more sales. If you pay more, there's lower turnover with your employees. Wow. I need a $40,000 program for that. How about you just promote me, Bob? How about that? Or do you have here you go, ladies. Don't you have a mentorship program? Couldn't you mentor me and train me into the position instead of forcing me to go to school for 2 fucking years and however much money? I just really don't believe the MBA has any value at all. Even if you want to play the gambling game that, well, maybe it'll pay off in an affirmative action sort of way for women. It's just not a good use of your time, ladies. Not a good use of anybody's time. I'd go the master's in science route, IT, data science, programming, whatever. I'd see if there's some kind of weekend workshop that you could take online. Because business is not an MBA. Me and Chad were talking. He has his MBA. I went to business school. Dude, both those degrees, his master's, my bachelor's, that could have been summed up. All that shit could have been summed up in about a 2-week seminar between HR and marketing and accounting. You got to learn as a skill, but to read a financial statement, that takes a day to learn. I really don't think she does. All right, question. Can you advise us where she should pursue her MBA? Not now, wait and see. The game of getting this degree for the sake of pleasing the higher up stinks. Yeah, it does. What's she going to do? She hasn't even started yet. We could get an MBA, get promoted. Oh, now you're assistant vice president. It's not going to happen. But should she just play the game anyway to get what she wants? If she got her MBA, she would not get what she wants. They're still going to require years of experience. And I think it's a tragedy she doesn't go and at least give IT a shot. They want women in STEM. Well, there you go. Come on. Conclusion, my girlfriend is hardworking and ambitious. Above all, she's open-minded and listened to you, and now has a good job and a shot at a good career. That's great. So I don't want to see her time, effort, or money go to waste. She has done well for herself thus far. I do not want her to cripple herself for the next few years if the investment isn't worth it. Keep doing the Lord's work, Cappy. Much thanks, Daniel. Well, thank you, Dan. Yeah, it could be a guy. It doesn't matter. It's too early in her career to get an MBA. And don't worry, all these colleges are going to offer them cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. And you don't even have to go to a physical school. You could do it online now, get yourself an accredited MBA for dirt cheap. But I really doubt the value of an MBA is going to hold in the future. They're flooded. There's still this holdover. I'm sure whatever dipshit at this bank, like, I need an MBA. If I can't see you, how do I know you're working? What's telecommuting? How do I open up a PDF file? Damn it. Jane Fonda was hot. That's what I'm afraid she's running into, this holdover culture. But no, you're not getting your MBA now. Get some certifications, get some work. How about this? Go have some fun. Don't go to, dude, you just got out of 17 effing years of school. What, you want to go? What is it with women wanting to get more? Why? Aren't you sick of school yet? Don't you want to go have fun and make some money? Don't worry. The master's programs will all be there. Colleges and universities are desperate as all fuck. Tuition might actually go down. You're in no rush. So there you go. All right, let's talk about, we got any super chats? Oh, we do have one super chat. DJ Aftershock. Get the MBA at none other than the Carlson School of Management and Sheryl Sandberg at Cargill at 3 and 3M, then marry an equally miserable dude bro for Sigma Phi, all while borrowing money to afford a house and an SUV you could barely afford. But hey, at least you got to live in the Wayzata. See, DJ Aftershock, you forgot to put the Wayzata in there, or the everyday I need attention. All right, let's talk about books because this is important. And I know maybe a lot of girls are tuning in for the first time. You're not going to like this channel. I'll just be honest with you. You're just not going to like this channel. But since you're here, let's give you things that'll help out. One, this book, Worthless. Young Person's Indispensable Guide to Choosing the Right Major. I recommend you choose that one. Another one, Bachelor Pad Economics. It is written for men, but it truthfully, honestly, all the finances, it applies to women too. I just targeted men because men tend to be more interested in finance and personal finance and economics. Here's another one, How Not to Become a Millennial. All right, all those people who have student loan debts and do not, let's imagine your girlfriend majored in international relations and then she couldn't find a job because it's not a skilled degree. You helped her avoid becoming a millennial. She's actually going to be able to pay off her student loans. She's actually going to be able to afford rent. This is a lengthy book too. So that's a good one there. What's another one for her? I think, and Poor Richard's Retirement. That's a book. I don't have a copy of that here, but that'd be another one to consider. But there you go. There you go. Those are some books that will close the wage gap. Trust you me. You'll blow past the wage gap if you follow the advice in those books. But if you want lies and follow your heart, money will follow. Well, your high school guidance counselor is right down the hallway, and Oprah she has her bullshit stand where she will sell you gobs of bullshit only for $200,000 in student loans and the mortgaging of your life. And if you have any specific questions, you can always go down the links below where you'll find assleconsulting.com. So that's it. Are we done with the super chats? we are. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.